Alright, we are back with Zoo Tycoon, Burkitsville Zoo. When we started out with Burkitsville Zoo, it was just a couple exhibits, very poorly made, but we have since created a pretty decent zoo. And we are getting ready now for our final exhibit, the Bigfoot exhibit. Yes, we are about to add the legendary cryptid Sasquatch to our zoo, or Bigfoot if you prefer. You know, Sasquatch, Bigfoot, they're all the same. I don't really see much of a difference. But so we go to our Adopt Animals tab, and here it is. Bigfoot. Unfortunately, Bigfoot does cost $10,000 to adopt, and we only have a little over $11,000, so we're gonna wait a little bit. I'm also going to currently this exhibit is got some it's got grass and some dirt and some sand. I'm actually going to cover this exhibit in coniferous forest, which technically is not the most cost-effective way to do it, because some of this coniferous forest I am going to have to get rid of later. And so if I choose to modify it now and then again later, that's kind of like double cost. But since this is going to be a substantial amount of money, and I want the Bigfoot to be at least a little bit happy when I put it in, I don't want an unhappy Bigfoot. So I am going to do this, even if it is a little bit less efficient as far as money goes. I'm going to spend $7,000. That's kind of a lot. Alright. Well, in that case, I might do a little bit else. Because I know the Bigfoot's going to want some stone. That's why the mountains are here. Bigfoot's going to want a little bit of stone. That might be a bit much. Probably some grass. But not too much. Bigfoot is mostly a forest animal. And then probably some fresh water. How expensive is freshwater compared to, freshwater is cheaper, so I might as well put it, and then if I have to replace it later, then that'll be fun. That should be good. So just check that. And then, then we'll just wait until we have $10,000, and then we can adopt Bigfoot with pretty... I think also I'll increase some funding. I'll increase the funding once we have the $10,000 and once we have the Bigfoot. I guess, I want to make this money quickly, and then once we've made it, because marketing is something that helps you more in the long run rather than the short term, such as it is. I also think I am going to have a restaurant over here, and I'm going to decorate some of this area. I'm going to put some more forest stuff over here, because we are in the middle of Burkitsville Forest, such as it is. Which, of course, Burkitsville Forest, formerly Blair. This is where the Blair Witch Project, classic found footage film, is said to have taken place. And sure enough, it is just around that time of year. The witches and stuff. Not that I have any prior foreknowledge of witch-related Zoo Tycoon stuff, but if I did, I would say that, oh, it's gone. See, there is a witch. Yep. Right here. Flying on a little broomstick. Surrounded by bats. Looks like. Yep. Flying over the zoo. That's the Blair Witch, I guess. Ooh, that fence needs to be fixed. Oh, Grey Wolf 1 is ill. That's not good. But our zookeeper is in the exhibit. Oh, I need to check the zookeeper. We have 2 zookeepers? Okay, that's good. But yeah, so if I zoom out, the witch disappears. But then if it's on play, then the witch is still there. And it's a nice green witch, very Wizard of Oz. And there she goes. Alright. Well, that's cool. And we just about have the $10,000. Come on. Just a little bit more. I'm excited to get this Bigfoot. I really am. You know, this is our first cryptid animal. Okay, I'm going to wait until I have a little bit more money. And it is November, so that means we have the entire month of November. We don't have to pay stuff, because all the payments get made at the beginning and end of the month. Okay, that's good. I think we can go ahead. The zoo is low on money. An emergency funding drive has raised an additional $10,000. Well, that's good news. So, turns out it's all good. Okay, so we're going to need foliage. We are going to need some more grass. So I could have, and I put too much graystone. Alright. That's cool. Snowy Rock Cave. Ooh, Snowy Rock Cave. Let us, you know, the penguins like the Snowy Rock Cave. So they're happy. Oh, how expensive was that? That was only $600. That was not expensive. That's good. But we are going to put some grass, and specifically over just a little bit of the graystone. Like here, and then some of the coniferous floor as well. Oh, that's still the emperor penguin. Foliage and rocks. Now, it doesn't say what kind of foliage you like, so I'm gonna have to just kind of go for it. But rocks are pretty much all the same. So, is that good? You want one more? One more? Two more? No. Just, okay. 4 rocks. That's good. And then we are going to use coniferous forest from North America. So not the yew tree, just these ones. No, not that one. Pine tree down to western red cedar. So let's just get a couple of each. Lodgepole pine. Some spruce. To spruce it up a bit, a couple yellow cedar. I really enjoy the yellow cedar. Some fir tree. Just one, I think will be good. And then a couple pine trees. Oh, those are small and doesn't like them. And the Chinese fir is Chinese. Pine bush is Siberian. So, sorry. So is that it? The exhibit is well suited. Suitability rating of 88. Where is our zookeeper? So zookeeper 3 is assigned to 3 exhibits. Zookeeper 1 is also assigned to 3 exhibits. I think since this is such a high-profile animal, we are going to assign a specific zookeeper. $800 a month. Yeah, I mean, we're pretty much done, so doesn't matter. Zookeeper. Bigfoot exhibit. The Bigfoot eats meat. So now we can study Bigfoot. Happiness is at 65. Hopefully that's going up. And is our scenario, are all our goals met? They are. Oh, it's just average animal happiness rating. I thought it was all our animals had to be 75 or higher. Exhibit 8 different animal species. Yes, we have that. And zoo rating of 50. Yup. So at the end of next month, in a very short amount of time, this is kind of hungry. Oh, we're still researching stuff. Yeah, I mean, sure. Let's just go for animal care and staff enrichment. Yeah, zookeeper training. Let's get some zookeeper training. And we don't really need any of this anymore. But yes, happiness is going up. That is excellent news. Bigfoot 1 looks somewhat pleased. Well, if we could all be somewhat pleased, then, you know. But I am going to want the restaurant, and I am going to call it the Sassy Quatch. I've decided that is what I'm going to do. It's going to be the Sassy Quatch. I think that is a great name for a Bigfoot-themed restaurant. We're going to raise the price just a little bit. And then I am going to buy some trees, just kind of to fill this area in a little bit. So that it doesn't look... And I mean, we've got money to spare because we're pretty much done. So, no big deal. Our guests are really going onto that small path. I mean, that's meant to be a zookeeper path so that the zookeepers can reach this gate, and the guests are supposed to view it from here, but I mean, I don't really care. Just because it's lodgepole pines. Western red cedar. Some fir. Oh, we already have a bunch of these. No, we don't. And nope, we did do those, and some spruce, we did those. The pine tree, the little bitty pine trees. Those are the ones that we don't want. Alright. Wait, no. And there's our Bigfoot. Walking the very classic Bigfoot walk. Yep. Oh, in the cave. But yeah, so that way, you know, when you're looking out these windows from the restaurant, you know, you're looking out into a forested area. I mean, kind of forested. I mean, you'll still probably be able to see all this empty space out here. But we actually spent a lot of money on all these trees. And there might have been a better way to do that than just plop a couple down randomly. But yeah, and I like this little forested area over here. You know, it's nice. Our Bigfoot is back out, and he has left a pile of Bigfoot evidence against the naysayers. Still hasn't eaten much. That's not very good. A lot of animals don't eat very well in captivity, but an elusive primate has been sighted throughout Canada and the northwestern United States. Sasquatch is the Native American name, distantly related to the Yeti. Tracks 15 inches long footprint, that's impressive. Bipedal, 12 feet tall. Notoriously shy, Roger Patterson and Bob Gimlin, 1967. Unfortunately, many skeptics choose to believe that Bigfoot is a hoax. Although footprints and films can be faked, an exhibit at your zoo will convince the world for once and for all that Bigfoot lives. Indeed, Bigfoot does live. He's kind of hidden in the trees, though, right now. But the guests can see him through the window. Oh, he's going through the window. See, someone just took another photograph. Yeah, and there are a couple of other cryptid animals that we can get in Zoo Tycoon. You know, they mentioned the Yeti. We can get a Yeti. He's going to eat, right? Okay, that's good. I mean, you know, a lot of animals, particularly shy animals, sometimes they don't eat very well in captivity. And also, I wouldn't have put this meat right here. I would have put it over in the distance so he doesn't have to come out, you know, if he's hungry. But looks like we're good, and we are almost done with the scenario. We do have to wait a little bit, but yeah, I mean, the rest of the zoo turned out pretty well. I think it was, to begin with, not very well put together, but we made it in the end. How are our other buildings doing? All of our buildings are doing well. The Sasquatch is making a lot of money. The average profit is over $1,000. So I guess that is a lesson to me. I can change the color actually, and I want to. Yeah, I want this to be a kind of That's the same color it was. But I want the roof to be better dark green. I don't really like that green. Just too much. I don't really like that. This brown, that's black. Black's not bad. Oh, and it matches this. Yeah, we'll go with that. I mean, I wanted like a dark green to match the maintenance worker training. Good. To match the trees, but it's all good. Yeah, we are making a lot of money. I should put restaurants in sooner. Yes, this is what you're saying. This restaurant is making a ton of money. All selected programs have been completed. Well, that's nice. Well, then we can start researching this. Reptile house. I mean, there's no reason not to. There's no reason to research it either. But, you know, I mean, in the end, really none of that matters. This exhibit might actually be a little small. That Bigfoot is a lot bigger than I previously anticipated. But he's completely happy. Happiness is at 100%. Hunger's going down really fast. A little unsure about that. And it doesn't say that it's too small. So, I guess, you know, as long as there's ample tree coverage and, you know, he can hide in his cave, then it should be good. And it is pretty well distanced from the rest of the zoo. But yeah, I would like to have some trees, like, around here, around the rest of the zoo as well. You know, just to kind of... But at this point, there's not much reason to go and do all that. We have one! Select yes to continue playing the game. Select no to continue to the scenario. Well, yes, and then save the game. So, we got the Bigfoot exhibit, and we revitalized Burkitsville Zoo. I feel accomplished. But that's all for now, then, I guess. So, adios.